So hello guys, my name is Nishad Kadam and welcome to my channel, and in this particular video we'll be talking about how a class method can be used as an alternative constructor. Okay, so first of all, what is a constructor? So this init method over here in Python is basically a constructor. So what is a constructor? A constructor is basically just a method which is called whenever we are creating an object. So here we are creating an object, right? Okay, and whenever we are creating object, as we all know that this init method will be getting called. Okay, and this self will be storing this object over here. Okay, and then this name, roll number and subject and marks will be storing Nishad 1, maths and so on. Okay, and here we are setting the values, or we are setting the object attribute values, right? So this name object attribute will be storing this value name, that is this Nishad in this particular case. This roll number will be storing roll number attribute will be storing 1. Okay, and so on. Okay, so this init method is nothing but a constructor, and it is used whenever we have to create an object of a particular class. Okay, so here we have created an object and stored in this variable a over here. Okay, so now I will be showing you how this class method over here can be used as an alternative constructor, or can be used to create a particular object of a particular class. Okay, so this is first of all a class method, right? As I have specified this class method decorator. So if you have not watched my video on different types of method in Python classes, then please do watch it. I'll be putting the link in the description down below. Okay, so what I've done is, first of all, let me uncomment this all. Okay, and let me remove this pass over here. Okay, and now what I've done is, first of all, when you will be using this this class method to create an object of a particular class. Okay, so now let's say the data that you are given is in this string format, right? So it is in this particular format. Okay, you have told that you have to create object of this from this particular data. Okay, so if you pass this data over here, so if I do this, okay, data, and if I save my program and if I run it, you can see that you are getting an error, missing 3 required positional arguments, roll number, subject and marks. Because what is happening, this is only a string, right? So this string will be getting stored in this name variable over here, but roll number, students and marks will be storing no values, hence it is throwing a error. Okay, so we can't use this particular syntax over here. Okay, so in this particular situations we will be using this class method as an alternative constructor, or a class method to create objects of a particular class. Okay, so what I've done over here is that, first of all, this is a class method. Okay, so we can access it with the help of a class name, right? So I can do this student dot, you can see that I can access this alternative constructor method. Okay, so what I have done is, I have accessed this alternative constructor method with the help of a class name. Okay, so here I have done this, and I have passed the data to this particular alternative constructor method. Okay, so if I save my program, okay, let me save my program. Okay, so this data will be getting this particular string will be getting stored in this string 1 over here. Okay, then here I have performed a split operation on the string. So what this dot split does is basically create a list from this string. Okay, and how will the elements of that particular list will be decided? That the elements will be decided based on this separating condition over here. And what is this separating condition? This separating condition is a space, right? So what it will do, so it will separate this list based on these spaces. Okay, so here is one space, so here is another space. So the first element of this list will be Yaya, the second element of this list will be 1, the third element of the list will be English, and the fourth element will be 55. Okay, so this split method basically creates a list based on a particular separating condition. Here the separating condition is space, therefore the first element of this list will be Yaya, the second will be 1, and the third will be English, and so on. Okay, so this a variable now is storing a list. Okay, and then I can do this. Okay, because this CLS, as I have told you in the previous video, that this CLS will be storing the class, right? So this is equivalent of doing this. Okay, student, because this CLS is basically storing the student class, right? So this and this are same. Okay, and now you can see that this particular syntax over here, which is used to create a particular object, and this over here are very much similar. Okay, so here also we are creating a particular object of a particular class, right? Here we are creating an object of this student class over here. So this and this syntax now do match each other. Okay, but now we have converted this string into a list first of all, and then I have passed each and individual item or element of that list as a parameter or as an argument over here. Okay, so this A0 is nothing but this Yaya, this A1 is nothing but this 1, this A2 is English, and this A3 is 55. Okay, so here I have created object. Now here this init method will be getting called. Okay, so here I am creating object, right? So this init method will be getting called. So why do we call this as an alternative constructor? First of all, because it creates an object, right? It is doing the work of an constructor. Okay, but how it is doing this work? It is ultimately calling this constructor only. Okay, but here I can use this format, this string format to create an object. Okay, this string format can be used to create a particular object, but as in this case it was not possible, right? We cannot pass this data over here because then it throws an error. But with the help of this, we can use this particular format of data and we can create object. Okay, then what is happening, this object will be getting created and it will be stored in this object variable over here, and then we are simply returning that particular object. Okay, and then this object will be getting stored in this b variable over here. Okay, so then if I do this b.name, then you can see that this Yaya will be getting printed. Okay, so in this way we have used this class method to create a particular object, and then we have returned that particular object, and then we can use this object b.name. Okay, so in this way a class method can be used as an alternative constructor or can be used to create a particular object. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are liking my video, please hit a like, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, thank you so much for watching.